Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to the first episode of the 2023/2024 Premier League Game Week predictions. The opening day of the weekend starts today, in the next 7 hours, and it's going to be Burnley versus Manchester City at Turf Moor later on today. And I'm certainly looking forward to it because it's Vincent's company, X's team, the man who scored that wicked and that volley goal against Leicester that secured them as champions in 2019. I can never ever forget that. So I'm not sure what kind of reception he's going to get, but hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's a good one. When Man City and Pep Guardiola comes out, they'll be shaking their hands, and giving each other a cuddle, and yeah, hopefully that will happen. So yeah, good luck to both Burnley and Manchester City. It's going to be a really good game. And some other good games is the Newcastle Aston Villa one tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. kickoff UK time. And yeah, both teams are trying to aim to have their best season ever. We already see that Newcastle already do it, but can we see us? But do we see Villa get to the shot? Like, what that means is that as Villa to get into the top four, that game is going to be a really good game. And these two faced each other in pre-season, it was 3-3, and I expect to be the exact same thing. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And I'll be doing a live touchdown for the opening game today, and that Newcastle versus Aston Villa game tomorrow, and of course the Chelsea versus Liverpool game as well. So make sure you guys tune into that one. It's going to be absolutely massive. So there we go. Right, guys. Today I'm going to be give you guys what my prediction is for the opening game, and then before I end this video, I'm going to go a bit of a rant because I just woke up and I saw this devastating, disgusting news from Fabrizio Romano and Ben Jacobs. And I'm not angry at them, I'm angry at the club. And you'll be able to understand why I'm angry at that at Chelsea Football Club for failing that player. But we'll get that in just a moment. But before we get started, if you guys are new, please click the subscribe button, please. It will help me be a very happy person. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit the bell notification so that you never miss any of my YouTube content. And make sure you click the share button so that everyone can come along, watch my videos, give their thoughts and opinions, and agree or disagree with any of my predictions or what I said in any of these videos. And they can also give their predictions and thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I know if you're a Chelsea fan out there, I know you'll be very disappointed, but if you're a Liverpool fan, you must be celebrating. So, and the rest of you are able to understand why Liverpool will be celebrating and why Chelsea fans will be fuming. So we'll get to that before I end this video. So without further ado, let's go and move on into my predictions for the opening day of the Premier League. Right, so the first game, like I mentioned, is Burnley versus Manchester City at Turf Moor, and that game will be kicking off 8 p.m. UK time. Of course, it's the champions of the Championship versus the champions of the Premier League, and it's at Turf Moor. So City are the away team. If this was at home, then my prediction would have gone different. But since it's at Burnley, I feel like I feel like it's going to be more difficult for Burnley than for Manchester City, but I expect that atmosphere to be electrified because Burnley play really good football under Vincent Company. Yeah, they don't just park the bus and just do silliness like that. They go all guns blazing. They just whenever they always a threat. Yeah, when going forward, and they have some really good players. So I expect this game to be tough for both teams, but more especially for Burnley because Man City are selling players, but they signed some really good players. They signed Gareth Hall from Leipzig, who can play as left back. It looks like Kyle Walker looks like he's going to be staying for Manchester City, and yeah. So good luck to Pep Guardiola, and of course they may have lost the Community Shield. We all know that when teams win the Community Shield, they don't have the good season. So Yeah, so it's good that they've lost the Community Shield. Otherwise, they would have had their bad season, if you know what I mean. So it's good that Man City did win that competition, but they're looking to bounce back after that loss on penalties. So for this game, later on today, Burnley versus Manchester City, I'm gonna go for. I think Burnley will score, but I'm gonna go for a. I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Manchester City win because I would have gone for 2-1, but I thought to myself, nah, City got really good players. And let's not forget, City score more. Like most of the games, they always beat teams like 5-0, 6-0, 4-0. You know, they always seem to do that. Not every time, but sometimes they do. If it does end in 2-1, then of course I'll be disappointed. But listen, all I got to say is that Man City will win and Burnley will score. Who have they got? I forgot to Burnley go in and scored again, but I know the striker will score for Burnley. That's all I've got to say. For Man City, the goal scorers will be Erling Haaland twice and Jack Grealish. So that is it. And Burnley is in the northwest of England, and it's a bit far from Manchester. So yeah, and the place is really close. It's not that far between Manchester and Burnley, but just a tiny bit far. But it's not even that far. So yeah, I'm so glad that these two will be facing each other first game of the Premier League season. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And that game will be live on Sky Sports, Sky Sports main event and Sky Sports Premier League. And their program starts at 6:30 p.m. because they'll be doing all the build up, all the talking points, and top four predictions, when engaged, who will be the champions and all that stuff. So make sure you tune into that one because I am certainly looking forward to it. And of course, it's Friday night football. So make sure you guys tune into that one. It's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that one. So yeah, so for this game today, I'm going to go for Manchester City 3, Burnley 1 as the opening day of the new Premier League season 2023/2024. So 3-1 to Manchester City. It's going to be my prediction on that one. Right. Arsenal against Nottingham Forest and 12:30 p.m. kickoff, which is strange because I would have thought that this game would have been at 3 p.m. rather than 12:30 p.m. But it's actually 12:30 p.m. kickoff, and we know that when big clubs do the 12:30 p.m. kickoff, they always don't seem to do well. The likes of Liverpool, the likes of Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United, probably Arsenal too. So, but listen. I think Arsenal will go to the Emirates Stadium and they expect their team to at least win the league because the expectation is go into the top four, win a trophy. If you can't do that, then win the title and then win a couple of trophies as well because Arsenal cannot afford to drop. Yeah. Yes, they won the Community Shield, but I don't see them dropping off. I really don't. They need to. They need to. If they could at least like be in second place but only just be 1 point by Manchester City and win a trophy, then that for me that's a good season. But what is even better for them is the fact they need for them say winning a title because they haven't done this since like 20 years since they've been invincible. So every single fan are desperate to see Arsenal winning this title and for me, I don't see that happening, but I expect them to do that. I really do as a Chelsea fan. And yes, and people say, oh, you're a Chelsea fan, why are you supporting Arsenal? Because listen, yeah, I'm a neutral, yeah, and I'll always big up teams and I'll always tell them what they say it's going to be looking like. When I told Liverpool they are finishing in the top four and winning a trophy, people are laughing at me and look at where they are. The same goes for Chelsea. So that's what I'm telling you. I've got the football knowledge, yeah. My football knowledge is there. So if teams don't do well, I'll laugh. But if teams do well, I'll big them up and I'll tell them where you guys will be finishing and where you guys will end up. What your expectation, all that stuff. So yeah. So also against Nottingham Forest, the first early lunchtime on Saturday afternoon. I'm gonna go for 5-0 because I think they'll keep a clean sheet because Justin Timber, honestly, he is looking like already like the best defender ever. It looks like he could be covering Kieran Tierney's place, and I feel like he'll be starting not every single game, but in the Premier League he will do it. He will do it. So yeah, of course, Gabriel Jesus is looks like he's going to be returning in the next in September, so that's good news. But he's still injured though. He really still is injured. So, but for me, also have still got the best players out there to go out there and put Nottingham Forest in a split. So I'm going to go for Arsenal 5, Nottingham Forest nil. The goal scorers are going to be Gabriel Martinelli twice, Bukayo Saka twice, and probably Thomas Partey because I'm hearing that Juventus are still wanting Thomas Partey, but I haven't heard much about him, so it looks like he's going to stay. So he's going to be staying. So Thomas Partey will score, and Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka will score twice. So those are going to be the goals for that game at the Emirates Stadium tomorrow afternoon, unless Nottingham Forest can prove me wrong. But listen, Arsenal still. Also, I've got better players than Nottingham Forest. So I expect them to beat them and destroy them like they did last season. So 5-0 to Arsenal is going to be my prediction on that one. Right, Bournemouth against West Ham United. Now, West Ham United, they could be in serious trouble because they haven't even signed late. I think they've only signed one player so far today, or is it two? No, they signed two. Harry Maguire from Manchester United and James Ward-Prowse from Southampton, who are in the Championship this season. So, if you want me to be honest with you, I think signing James Ward-Prowse is better than Harry Maguire. I've heard that West Ham fans are a bit happy because maybe Harry Maguire can suit David Moyes' lineup, but I doubt that Harry Maguire will do the exact same thing as he does for Manchester United. Of course, Manchester United fans will be very happy to see Harry Maguire leaving the club, but West Ham fans, I mean, signing Harry Maguire, I'm really not quite sure it's going to happen. But yeah, James Ward-Prowse for me is a really good signing. So yeah, for Bournemouth though, but for me, I feel like Bournemouth are in much bigger trouble than West Ham United because since Wolves have parted ways with their previous manager, Gary O'Neill is going to be the new manager for Wolves, and Bournemouth. I'm not sure which manager is going to come in, so Bournemouth are going to be in serious trouble. That's why you saw me put them in a relegation in 19th place because I don't think that because they were this close to being relegated, but it was Gary O'Neill that saved them. But without Gary O'Neill, who's going to come in and save Bournemouth? Like they're going to be without the Bournemouth manager, and the same goes for Wolves. So I think both Bournemouth and Wolves are going to be in serious trouble this season. So for Bournemouth, I feel like they're going to be in big trouble. So for this game tomorrow afternoon, unfortunately, I have to go for a 2-0 West Ham United win because that's what happened last season. I feel like it's going to be the exact same thing this season. So 2-0 to West Ham United. The goal scorers are going to be James Ward-Prowse and probably Jared Bowen, if you know what I mean. So yeah, 2-0 to West Ham United. They'll keep a clean sheet. I don't think Bournemouth will score because I'm not sure which manager is going to come in and which formation they're going to do because Bournemouth I want to look into not look like part of the boss and all that stuff. They want to go attack it. They want to do what Burnley did last season. So yeah, but I don't know which manager is going to come in and do that for them. So that's why I'm fair, and I think both will be bigger trouble than West Ham United. So with Harry Maguire, will be able to be like the England player, or would it be like the Manchester United player when he plays for West Ham United? We shall wait and see. So, but overall, I think West Ham are going to keep a clean sheet. It's going to be 2-0 to them, and yeah, they're going to do well this season. Of course, their aim is to at least get back into Europe because they haven't done that last season, but with teams like Aston Villa, Brighton, and probably Newcastle United, I don't see West Ham making to Europe this season. I don't see that happening. So yeah, 2-0 to West Ham United is going to be my prediction on that one for tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. And 3 p.m. kickoff every Saturday. I love seeing that, because 2 years ago we couldn't able to do that because of COVID. Now we're able to do that. 3 p.m. kickoffs are back, and I'd love to see that. So there we go. So yeah, 2-0 to West Ham in the South Coast against Bournemouth. So that's going to be my prediction on that one later today. White. This one is going to be very interesting. Brighton against Luton Town. So Brighton are facing a newly promoted team, Luton Town, in the Premier League. Now, if this game was at Luton, then I would have gone for Luton with a probably 1-0. But since this game is at Brighton, unfortunately, I don't think Luton are going to get the best start. I really don't think so. So and plus, Brighton are already cooking on Robert De Zerbi, and they've already qualified for the Europa League. So will Brighton finish in Europa League or like they did last season, or will they drop off in seventh place? I'm not sure, but all I know is that Brighton are going to have the really good, are going to be cooking, they're going to be saucy, and their equipment is absolutely fantastic and massive. So for Luton Town, and plus, I'm not sure if their new stadium is done yet. I'm really not quite sure, but they need to get this done because they'll. I feel like they'll be facing Chelsea at home. That's the next game or something like that. But yeah, they need to make sure that their stadium is built very, very quickly because their old stadium they cannot play in the Premier League because imagine the away fans here are going to it's like going to people's houses and they'll be thinking, what are you doing here? So that's why I understand and I have to agree that Luton Town Stadium needs to be new and needs to be where the away fans cannot go into people's houses, if you know what I mean. So there we go. And they have to sort out the cameras and all that stuff because so they need to do this very, very quickly. So but since their game is away from home, they will be playing. So if this was at home, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. But yeah, so for Luton, I don't think they're going to get the best start. So my prediction is 4-0 to Brighton. Because most of the time at home, yes, they probably lose games, but most of the time they'll always destroy teams. Whether it's Manchester United or Tottenham or Chelsea, they always seem to do well at home. The only games I think they've lost was against Leicester City and Everton and Arsenal too. I think who else? Liverpool as well. I think that's it. So yeah, but Brighton seem to always do well at home. So yeah, 4-0 to Brighton is going to be my prediction. That one against Luton Town. The goal scorers for me are going to be Danny Welbeck, Pereiro, Mitoma, and also probably Pascal Gross, if you know what I mean. And let's not forget whenever Brighton lose their best players, they don't seem to fall down that quick. They always seem to still play really good football under Robert De Zerbi. And that's why I told you guys earlier that their recruitment, their training, everything about Brighton is absolutely fantastic. No matter which of their best players they've allowed, whether it's Moise Caicedo or Leandro Trossard, they'll still know how to play really good football. So their recruitment team is absolutely fantastic. And I want that, and I wish that could be the same for Chelsea, but yeah, our Puma is just terrible at the moment, and that's why you saw Brighton being above Chelsea. And I can see that happening again, and I'll tell you why later on this video. But for now, back to this prediction, and 4-0 to Brighton against Luton Town. It's going to be my prediction on that game later tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. in the South Coast. Now, the next one is Everton against Fulham. Now, Fulham didn't have a great pre-season. I'm not sure if Everton did the same thing, but well, for Everton though, they need to stop always depend on the final day to save themselves because Everton are a big club. They really, really are. Let's not think people think, oh, Everton are a small club. No, like I said, Everton and Arsenal are the only two teams here to not get relegated at all, at all. And let's not forget that Everton were have been to finals. You know, the FA Cup final against Chelsea in 2009, and they've been to Europa League. So let's not act like they're a small club. They're a big club, but they'll never be bigger than Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United. They will never be, but they will still remain as a big club because, like I said, they've never been relegated ever. So Everton, looking, their expectation is to at least get close to Europe. Whether it's the Europa League or the Europa Conference League, their aim is to be above the mid-table and just at least challenge for Europe. The thing is, can Sean Dyche do that? I'm not quite sure. He done that for Burnley, so anything can happen, but I don't think he'll do that. So that's why I had Everton like finishing the pub. I think I have them finishing in 16th. Yeah, because if this was under Carlo Ancelotti, then my prediction would have been changed because look at Carlo Ancelotti. He was this close. He used to do well under Everton, and I cannot believe they just sacked him. If Carlo Ancelotti would have still be at the club, Everton would not be in the relegation battle. They'll at least be in the Europa League, and maybe they'll at least try themselves to challenge for the Championship and Champions League. But they sacked him, and look where Everton are. Relegation battle, safe, and in the final day, the same for last season. So for me, I think Everton will not get relegated, but they need to do much better than they did 2 seasons ago. They need to do far better. Fulham though, they didn't have a good pre-season, so. But listen, when these two face each other, Fulham beat them 3-1. So and they still got Wild Jimenez as well, which is a really good signing. So Fulham for me, I feel like they'll finish 11th place, which is below 10th, but I still think they'll do well this season. I don't see Fulham getting relegated. I really don't. So for this game tomorrow, I'm gonna go for Everton 1, Fulham 3. The goal scorers for Fulham are going to be Wild Jimenez, who's going to get his debut. I think he may score two or one more or one goal. I think Willian will score, and I feel like um, what's that player's name again? It's I don't know, but I forgot to. But yeah, those going to be the goal scorers for Everton. Maybe the goal scorer is Jamari Gray. That is all. So yeah, Fulham for me, I'm gonna go for 3-1 to I'm gonna go for 3-1 to Fulham for that game tomorrow. So there we go. That's gonna be my prediction. Sheffield United against Crystal Palace. Now I think I have Sheffield United in 17th place because without Chris Wilder, what's going to happen to Sheffield United? So I know I forgot to choose their manager again, but for me, I don't think Sheffield United. I think they'll be safe, but I don't think they'll have a they won't do well in the Premier League. So they're up against Crystal Palace though, and this game is at Bramall Lane. If this game was at Selhurst Park, then I would have definitely gone for a Crystal Palace win. But since this game is at Bramall Lane, I know that the atmosphere is going to be absolutely electric. Yeah, it's not the first game of the season, but I expect that game to be electric because, like I said, Sheffield United, like Sheffield United, 3 years ago got relegated in the 2020/2021 Premier League season. So that's under Chris Wilder too. So I don't think they'll get relegated, but if they do, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be. That's why I had them in 17th rather than 18th, 19th, or 20th. So but for this game, Crystal Palace don't tend to do well against newly promoted teams away from home. They really don't do that. So for this game, I think Crystal Palace will score the likes of Wilfred Zaha, but I'm going to go for a Sheffield United win of 2-1 because it's at Bramall Lane, 3 p.m. kickoff, and yeah, I expect that game to be electric. If Crystal Palace do win, then boy oh boy, Sheffield United will they get relegated again? But of course, it's too early to say that. But I feel like they will. I feel like they will get a win. I don't think they're going to destroy Crystal Palace, but I think they'll have the best start to the season by getting 3 points. I'm gonna go for Sheffield United 2, Crystal Palace 1. Um, oh, what's that guy's name from Sheffield United? I forgot, who done really well. Eliminating Giant, yeah. Eliminating Giant is going to be a massive problem, yeah. It's going to be. I feel like I don't think he's going to be he's going to do well in Premier League, but I know he's going to be Sheffield United's Player of the Season. So I think he'll score one goal, and he's going to. And I think he's going to get one goal and one assist in tomorrow's game because that's what he normally do. He doesn't do that every game, but whenever they need someone who can deliver, it's limited in Giant that can do that. So I think he will score and get the assist. For Crystal Palace, like I said, I think Wilfred Zaha will score for them, but I think Sheffield United is gonna get that win and get those 3 points. I'm gonna go for 2-1 to them in tomorrow's game. Right, moving on into the last Saturday's game of the opening Premier League, and this is going to be a really feisty one, a really good game to watch. Newcastle United versus Aston Villa. Like I said, the live watch longs are going to be later today for the Burnley Man City one. Then tomorrow, Newcastle United against Aston Villa. This game should be really good to watch because both teams are looking to have their best season ever. Well, of course, Newcastle are doing it. But could Aston Villa, yeah, overtake Newcastle United and probably finish in the top four? For me, I don't see that happening, but that could be the shock of the season because none of us, including me, would have ever had new Aston Villa to finish in the top four. But Unai Emery's the manager, and what he did for what he did for Aston Villa last season is really good because when Stephen Gerrard got sacked, Aston Villa were in 17th place. They were in 17th place, but ever since he took over, they took Aston Villa from 17th all the way up to 7th, which is close to the relegation zone to now qualify for the Europa Conference League. So Unai Emery's doing a really good job, and he's a great coach, and that's why I didn't get why Arsenal sacked him. Yes, I know that that Unai Emery didn't have a great season for Arsenal, but at least he didn't make Arsenal be part of the relegation battle. At least that he didn't make that happen, and of course he was this close here. To actually qualify for Arsenal, and he was in the Europa League final. Yes, they may have lost, but at least they had a chance to do it again. So yeah, I don't get why Arsenal sacked him, but maybe it was the right decision. But anyway, let me not talk about Arsenal. Let me talk about Aston Villa because they signed some really good players like Barley, who's like a central midfielder. Sorry, as a left winger from Leverkusen. He's an absolute baller. And Ewan Tinners for Leicester City, I feel like that's a really good signing for them. So I expect both Aston Villa and Newcastle to have a good season. But the big question is, who'll be finishing above them? Would it be Aston Villa or would it be Newcastle United? That is why I'm definitely looking forward to this game. And let's not forget that Newcastle don't lose games that much. Of course, the only games they've lost to is against Arsenal, I think, Liverpool, I think, and I think that might be it. I can't remember, but yeah, let's not forget that Newcastle had the second best defensive team defense in the Premier League, and I feel like they will do the exact same thing again. So Newcastle are going to play really good football under Eddie Howe, and I know that Aston Villa will do really good under Unai Emery. And let's not forget, these two faced each other for the Premier League Summer Series, and it ended 3-3. And you know what? Even though this game, but for me, I know that this will be a really good game to watch. So, oh boy, I wanted to go for 3-2. I wanted to go for 3-3, but since this game is at St. Peter's Park, I'm going to go for 3-2. I feel like there will be a 5 goal thriller, and maybe I'll see Newcastle scoring late to get their 3 points, and And yeah, let's hope it's not going to be a boring one, but I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be a boring game. I feel like this game is going to be very good to watch, and this game will be on Sky Sports because it's at 5:30 p.m. UK time, and that's where the kickoff started. So make sure you join me for that game tomorrow. It's going to be a really good game. I'm looking forward to that game tomorrow. Newcastle United versus Aston Villa. And before I do that, I'm going to do my match preview for the Chelsea versus Liverpool game, and yeah, and then I'll be doing a live for the Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Aston Villa versus Newcastle United game. So make sure you guys check those ones tomorrow. Right, we move on into Sunday's games, and those games will be kicking off at Sky Sports. The first one is at 2 p.m. kickoff, and it's going to be a London derby between Brentford and Tottenham Hotspur. West London versus North London. Now, Brentford, of course, are without Ivan Toney, so that's going to be a huge problem for them. But Tottenham, I feel like Tottenham this season are not going to have their best season because I've just heard earlier today that Harry Kane is going to Germany to have the medical test and looking to become the Bayern Munich player. And if I was a Tottenham fan, I'll be happy that he's gone, but I'll be very sad to see him leave. Because he scored 4 goals against Shakhtar Donetsk last week, and when they beat them 5-1. And if Harry Kane didn't score that game, then yes, maybe he deserves to leave. But Tottenham, RIP to you, RIP to you, because without Harry Kane, which other striker is going to be like Harry Kane? Like, would Richarlison do it for you? I don't think so. So if Tottenham want to have their good season, they need to make sure they sign a prolific goal scorer because Harry Kane always scores like more than 20 goals every single season. Even though he has a good season, he'll always be Tottenham's player of the season. It might be somebody else. So there we go. So about Harry Kane, Tottenham are in deep trouble. So yeah, but listen, both of them are without their prolific strikers. So boy, oh boy, if this game tomorrow on Sunday, since this at the Brentford Community Stadium, unfortunately for Tottenham, I have to go for a 2-0 Brentford win because when Brentford faced Arsenal in the opening game of the Premier League season, they beat them 2-0, and that was the London derby. So I expect to be the exact same thing against Tottenham. So when Tottenham lose their best players, when you lose your best players, your season is going to be in jeopardy in the downfall. So Tottenham, I think they'll do under. I think they'll play really good football under Postecoglou, but I don't see them making Europe once again. I don't see them winning a trophy at all. There is no chance. Yeah, absolutely no chance. So Harry Kane, well done, well done. Because I've heard that he decided to stay for Tottenham, but he did the right thing of leaving them because Bayern Munich. Yes, maybe they're not doing well in the Champions League and the other things as well, but let's not forget every single season they win the Bundesliga, and the Bundesliga is in Tier 1 in Germany. So I think Harry Kane will be I think he will win the Golden Boot in the Bundesliga, and I think he will be Kane's Player of the Season, and he will definitely and finally lift that trophy. For me, since he's leaving in the Premier League, I don't think he's going to be a legend because Alan Shearer is the legend for Newcastle because they've won the league. They've won the league under Alan Shearer. So for me, Alan Shearer and Wayne Rooney are bigger and the greatest player in the Premier League than Harry Kane, if you know what I mean. So there we go. So Tottenham fans, RIP to you. I mean, you still name a big club before you signed Harry Kane, and it's going to be back to reality for you. So yeah, 2-0 to Brentford is going to be my prediction on that one. The goal scorers for me is going to be Mbemu and probably the other one as well. Yeah, that's probably it. So yeah, 2-0 to Brentford is going to be my prediction on that one later on Sunday afternoon. Now I'm going to get to Chelsea versus Liverpool last because like I said, Before I end this video, I'm going to go on a bit of a rant, and I'm going to tell you guys why I'm so angry at my club. But let's move on into a Monday night's game, Manchester United against Wolves. Now, Manchester United, for me, they need for my if I'm a Manchester United fan, my expectations under Eric Ten Hag is to at least go at least challenge for the title. I don't think that Manchester United will win the title, but at least try and close the gap on City and maybe Arsenal too. And they need to, and also like I said yesterday, Manchester United need to improve away from home. They need to do that if they want to at least be in the title charge, because if Man United if Man United maybe perhaps win lost like 3 or 4 away games, then they'll be in the title. They could have been in the title race, but instead that didn't happen. So if Manchester United want to at least close the gap on City and probably Arsenal, they need to win. They need to improve away from home, like against big teams. I expect it to be difficult for them, but try and get a point or maybe get a win. But against teams that Luton Town, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, they need to get that win. They need to do that because at home they are they are dangerous, yeah, and they never lose at home. But away from home, they need to do a bit better if they want to at least go for the challenge for the title. So yeah, so this game is at Old Trafford Monday night, and Wolves, I think they could be in serious trouble. I don't think they'll get relegated, but I think they'll. I feel like possibly Luton. I feel like maybe Bournemouth or maybe Luton Town could be more trouble than Wolverhampton Wanderers, because they still got really good players, but I feel like they will be close to the relegation zone. I don't think they'll get relegated, but I think I had Wolves in 15th or 16th. I think I had them. No, I had them in 14th. Yeah, because I think Gary O'Neill will make them safe, and I feel like I think they'll make Wolves the exact same position as Bournemouth, which is in 14th place. So there we go. So I think Wolverhampton will not get relegated, but I don't think they will have their best season ever under Gary O'Neill. So there we go. But for this game, normally I go for 1-0 Manchester United, but since Gary O'Neill is in charge, I'm gonna go for um I'm gonna go for 3-0 Manchester United win, because they have some really good players as well. Um um oh that play, is it Amrabat, or who's that? It starts with a H, but I've forgotten. But yeah, a striker from Denmark. Of course, Christian Eriksen. They still got Casemiro. They still got really world class players, and also Rashford too. So, and Bruno Fernandes. Onana. I think it's way too early to judge him. Of course, if he does make mistakes and all that stuff, maybe buying him was the wrong option. But for me, I still think Arnaldo will do well under for Manchester United in goal. Mason Mount, I don't think he'll be like the player that he was for Chelsea when we first signed him, but let's hope he can prove everyone wrong, and let's see if he can be the Mason Mount that he was for Derby County under Frank Lampard. So yeah, so the goal scorers for me are going to be Casemiro and Rashford. Casemiro, Rashford, and Bruno Fernandes. Those all going to be the goal scorers, and I think they'll keep a clean sheet as well. So yeah, 3-0 to Manchester United is going to be my prediction on that one. Right, now, this is the time for me to go on a bit of a rant, because the Chelsea vs Liverpool game is going to be different. It's going to be different because I was about to predict either 0-0 or possibly a Chelsea win. I was about to do that, but I just woke up about 30 minutes ago. I looked on my phone on Twitter. I saw notifications, all notifications, because I was asleep. I was asleep that time. And I just couldn't believe what I just seen on Twitter by Fabrizio Romano and Ben Jacobs. Let me read you what they said. If this was about 9 hours ago. Oh God. I just Sorry, guys. Let me just go back there again. This was about 9 hours ago. Let me go all the way down. Yes. Um, so let me read you this one from Fabrizio Romano. This was about 8 or 9 hours ago. Chelsea late night bid for Francis Caicedo was up to £100 million package. But guess what? Liverpool have decided to beat that by having a British record, yeah, of 110 million, which is more than Declan White, which was 105 million. And that bid was accepted by Brighton by immediate effect. And I told you yesterday that either Chelsea or Liverpool have to get this done by the end of Thursday night because today is the start of the Premier League. And guess what? Whoever gets the highest bid is going to be accepted. Now, the thing is that why did Liverpool want, like, I don't get why Liverpool wanted to use that amount of money for Moses Caicedo when they could have used that for Jude Bellingham. Like for me, I have like for me, well done to Liverpool for getting that done. But I don't get why they wanted to use that money for Moise Caicedo rather than Jude Bellingham because Jude Bellingham is better than Moise Caicedo. He really is. But they know that if they want to at least challenge for the title, and challenge City, they need a DM. They need a DM, and I didn't think they would do that. I just thought that with my chess here, that Chelsea are going to get Moise Caicedo and Lavia at the same time. But that bid got rejected by Chelsea because 48 million was close, but it wasn't enough. So the thing is that why did not Liverpool go for Lavia? You know why? It's because they want to hurt Chelsea. They want to hurt Chelsea, and that's exactly what they did. Because let me read you this one 8 hours ago. Like 30 early in the morning UK time, Liverpool are now preparing all documents and of Moise Caicedo deal to be fast, and then avoid surprises later today if they want to sign him. And also, Liverpool are also booking a medical today, while Jurgen Klopp plans to speak Moise Caicedo as the final steps of the deal. When I saw that, you guys, when I saw that, I just knew that Chelsea are not going to get him. Listen, I don't think it's over yet, but listen, are we going to play more? Are we going to are we going to be able to pay more than £100 million for that player? I don't think so. So to me, it's done. It's done. We had our chances, but we blew it. And the reason why that happened is because we tried to hijack Liverpool's deal from Love, Liverpool's deal. We tried to hijack, but it didn't work. And the thing is that the reason why I'm so angry at Chelsea right now is that why did you have to hijack Lavia? I know Lavia is a really good player, but Moise Caicedo is far better, far better. And that was your first choice signing. That was your first choice of signing him. So why hijack that deal? When I heard that news that Liverpool are going to hijack Moise Caicedo, I knew it will happen. And the thing is that it took Liverpool just 48 hours, 2 days, in order for them to get Moise Caicedo. 2 days. Whereas for Chelsea, it has been 2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months to get this deal done. That's why you see me going very, very angry and going a bit for Rant. Because Chelsea Football Club, how dare you? How fucking dare you decide Liverpool to get Caicedo before us? How dare you? We know it. You know we're in a bad mess at the moment, and we're going to improve that. But why on earth? How the fuck have you been able to allow Liverpool to get this deal done just in 48 hours, whereas for us it's 3 months? You are simply one of the most embarrassing, like Todd Bowley, Ebo, and the board are simply, and the recruitment are simply the most embarrassing ever, ever. Todd Bowley, Ebo, and the board and recruitment team, hang your head in shame. Hang your head in shame because you are the most embarrassing recruitment I've ever seen. If this was one of Abramovich, would you think that he's going to be allowed this to happen? No. If he says get like pay 100 million, he will able to do that. He will not get this deal late. He would never do that. He'll get this if they want 100 million, they'll say to him, you know what? Even though it's a bit too much, we can do that. That's why you can. That's what I'm telling you guys. We're in an absolute mess. Without Mono Bamford, Chelsea are back to life, back to reality, back to where Chelsea, and it's going to be the same Chelsea that was before when Mono Bamford came to Chelsea. It's going to be that. I remember that time, yeah, where we haven't finished in Europe and we haven't won a trophy. I believe that over the next few years, it's going to be the exact same thing. And I also told you guys that if if Todd Bowley, the recruitment team, doesn't get this right, I would not be shocked if there's going to be banners saying we want Bowley out, so we want Bowley out. I wouldn't be surprised. So Todd Bowley, the recruitment team, the board, Egbo, you had the chance to prove us wrong. And we keep on telling you on space, yeah, that go and find Moise Caicedo. But before you do that, sell all the Deadwood players first and then focus on Moise Caicedo. And how dare you think that Moise Caicedo is that Brighton's gonna accept 60 million, 70 million, 80 million? They want 100 million, which is way too much. If I was you, Todd Bowley, yeah, I would have told Brighton we'll give you at least 90 million plus 10 million add-ons because 90 plus 10 equals 100. Yeah, know your maths. Know that. If I was the owner, I would have told Brighton I think 100 million a pound is a bit too much, but instead I'll give you 90 million pounds plus 10 million add-ons on a fee. That is what I could have done. But instead you allow Liverpool to break the British transfer record of 110 million, which is way too much. And the thing is, Liverpool, you may be happy and you may get excited, but why on earth would you spend that much money on Moise Caicedo? Moise Caicedo only did it once, yeah? If you look at Declan Rice, yes, £105 million is too much, but for me, that makes sense because Declan Rice is far better than Moise Caicedo. Declan Rice have been doing this for 5 years under West Ham. Moise Caicedo only did it once, and that was last season. So I think £110 million is way too much, but Brighton have already accepted it. So I cannot have a go at Liverpool, yeah? And for myself, I need to hold that, yeah? I need to hold that because I didn't think Liverpool are going to beat Chelsea and get this deal done. But it looks like they proved me wrong. It looks like they proved me wrong. And thank God that Moise Caicedo is not gonna be starting for Liverpool. He's gonna be watching the game. And for Moise Caicedo, I feel sorry for him. I really do. Because he would rather go to Chelsea than any other club. I feel sorry for him. And if he gets angry and if he's in tears, I don't blame him. And this is why the board needs to hang their head in shame and the top only, the owner. You are just making Chelsea worse than better. And I also feel sorry for Enzo Fernandez too. Because he desperately wants a DM to make Enzo Fernandez a really good player like he was in Argentina. Now without Moise Caicedo, which player is going to make Enzo Fernandez a better player? Like better than last season? Would Tyler Adams do it? No. Would Santos do it? No. Would Leslie Ukuchuku do it? No. They would never do it. Would Gallagher do it? No. They would never make Enzo Fernandez better. It's only Moise Caicedo. Because that's the reason why he made Brighton better than and better than they were two seasons ago. He's the reason why they made that happen. And he could have done the same thing for Chelsea. Because we could have improved from last season. Going from 12th. Because my expectation for Chelsea this season is to finish in 5th place and win a trophy. Because since Manchester City won the Premier League and the Champions League, next season the teams who win the top 5 will be qualified for the Champions League. And I want that to happen for Chelsea. But guess what? So it's within the Samos Caicedo. I'm not sure if Chelsea still is still. I'm not sure if Chelsea still gonna be finishing in fifth place because without Mos Caicedo, Enzo Hernandez is gonna have more bad games than good. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Mos Caicedo because I would have thought that Chelsea are gonna get this done. But the reason why I'm so angry is because they took too long. 3 months was your first signing. So why could you not focus on getting Moise Caicedo, getting a new goalkeeper, new striker, new defense, all of that stuff? Uh, I'm I'm just so angry right now, and I'm not even confident in the Liverpool game because I wanted to go for 0-0. But you know what? For that reason, I think Liverpool are going to get the win. I'm going to go for 2-1. I'm going to go for 2-1. I'm not even confident in this game tomorrow. Yes, most can say he isn't playing, but I'm not confident. I'm not confident whatsoever. It's going to be another season, yeah, where we haven't beat Liverpool at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League. It's going to be another one. 5 years ago was the last time we beat them at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be another time where you haven't done that. I'm not looking forward to that game. I'm fuming, I'm angry, I'm disappointed, and I'm disgusted by by the recruitment team, by the board. I'm disgusted by them. You really hurt me. When I saw this news, I was truly heartbroken. I was truly heartbroken. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve to get light. I don't deserve to get light. I deserve to be in the darkness right now. Because because if I were in the darkness right now, I I would not be screaming and shouting. But since we're in morning, I have to shout. I have to scream. I have to do a bit of a rant. Because I'm fucking fuming, man. I'm devastated. I'm heartbroken because I'm desperately wanting Moise Caicedo, and I told you guys in the Fulham game, Chelsea need to get this done, and I'm worried that they're not going to do it because and I told you guys if they don't get this deal done, many teams are going to go for Moise Caicedo, and guess who it is? Liverpool. So you know what? I'm gonna change my predictions now. Liverpool for me, I'm gonna challenge for the title. They're gonna finish in second place. They're gonna finish in second place. Simple as that. Whereas for Chelsea, I think we'll do well under Pochettino, but do I think we're gonna finish in fifth place? No. I can see Newcastle finishing above us again. Aston Villa, maybe Brighton, maybe Tottenham as well. I can see that happening. I hope they prove me wrong, but after what I saw earlier today, I don't think we're going to finish in Europe and win a trophy. Because what moves Caicedo, Enzo Hernandez will be a poor player, and he will be a flop after we spend 105 million on him. So what's the point? What's the point? I am super angry at my club for wasting time. And I keep on saying this, the more you waste time here, the more it's going to be too late. And the more you have to blame yourselves. Because if you take too long, other teams are going to go out there and hijack the deal. And surprise, surprise, it is Liverpool. I'm so glad it's not Arsenal City, but it's Liverpool. Yeah? Who are bigger than Chelsea. It's embarrassing, man. It really, really is embarrassing. Liverpool fans, I've um I've laughed at you, bantered you. If you want to banter me, you can do that. Because I deserve that. I deserve this. I should hold that after what I just said yesterday. I didn't believe it is not going to happen, but it looks like they proved me wrong. That's why you saw. You know what? Let me just save this for when I'm doing the match preview because honestly, like I've got a busy day ahead of me. So let me just give you guys my final predictions for the opening day. So the first game, Friday night football, I've gone for Manchester City 3, Burnley 1. Then Saturday's games, I've gone for an Arsenal 5-0 win against Nottingham Forest. Then the next game, I've gone for 2-0 West Ham United win against Bournemouth. Then the next game, I've gone for Brighton 4-0 win thrash against Luton Town. Then I've gone for a Fulham 3-1 win against Everton. Then I've gone for a slightly but convincing 2-1 Sheffield United win against Palace. Then I've gone for a tasty 3-2 Newcastle United win against Aston Villa. Should be a good game to watch. I've gone for Brentford 2-0 win against Tottenham Hotspur in the London derby. Then I've gone for a Liverpool 2-1 Chelsea win, 2-1 win against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, big game of the weekend. And finally, I've gone for Manchester United 3, Wolves 0 on the Monday night, and that'll be the final game of the opening Premier League season. So there we go. Right, guys, so that is it. That is all my Premier predictions and a bit of a rant for this video. Like I said, I'm disappointed, I'm disgusted, I'm fuming for Choice Football Club. I'm not sure how the season will go on, but I'm so disappointed, man. I'm really, really We had the chance to do it. I don't know why it took so long, and we got what we deserve. We got what we deserve. So I'm just disappointed, man. But listen, I'll just save this one for tomorrow's because I'm not confident in the Liverpool game on Sunday. I ain't. I ain't. It's done. We are a mess. We're done. I don't know where we're gonna finish. I'm not sure how well we're gonna do well this season, but all this stress is just gonna continue for this season. I really hope they prove me wrong and we'll finish in fifth place. But the way I see it right now, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. It's done. It's over. I'm just fuming. Simple as that. Right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. My prediction is beautiful rounds. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're a Chelsea fan, do you agree with everything I said? If you're a Liverpool fan, you deserve to banter me. You deserve to laugh at me because I didn't think you guys are gonna get this happen, but you did. So well done to you. But yeah, it's all my predictions, and let's hope I can kick off my Premier predictions by getting more than 12 points. If I get to do that, then at least that's the only thing that'll make me happy than to see Chelsea not get to Caicedo, if you know what I mean. So there we go. Yeah, so don't forget that today, Burnley face Man City watch along. Tomorrow, Newcastle face Aston Villa. Then on Sunday, Chelsea faces Liverpool. So make sure you guys check that out. It's going to be absolutely amazing. The games I'm looking forward to is Burnley Man City, but probably Newcastle face Aston Villa. The Chelsea Liverpool game, I'm not looking forward to that one because if we did get Mosca say that I love you at the same time, then yes, I would have been confident to say that would definitely be Liverpool. But I'm worried that Liverpool are going to get Lavia as well. So for me, it's done. It is absolutely done. This Mosca Caicedo thing is over. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Mosca Caicedo is a Liverpool player, no Chelsea player, and that is it. So there we go. Right, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the share button and don't forget to click the bonus notification as well. If you guys get to do that, then I'll be a very happy person. And yeah, that is it. The Premier League Premier League starts today, and yeah, it's time to face the music. This is it. Who will be the champions? Who will finish in the top four? Who will be relegated? We shall wait and see. But I'm looking forward to the Premier League this season. And yeah, there we go, guys. Football is back. The Premier League is back. I'm super excited. I did in Chelsea. And yeah, there we go. Right, guys. Have a great day. And I'll see you guys later on today for the Manchester City versus Burnley live watch along at Turf Moor on a Friday night football. Look after yourselves, take care, and as always, God bless you, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much, and bye. Goodbye.